What is up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Slime Rancher. My name is Splattercat. Happy to have you here today as we expand our ever-growing enterprise on goo, slime, and disgusting nastiness. Still, it's pretty cute. I mean, the game is really fun. I find the slimes to be sort of adorable. I want to hug them and stuff. It's pretty cool. I don't know if they would have a gooey texture, though. That's what I'm worried about. Like, if they were just smooth, if they felt like maybe, you know those little stress balls? Like, if they felt like they were full of sand and they had, like, dolphin skin on the outside, I'd hug them all the time. But if they're gooey and stuff and they get all over your shirts, I ain't rich. I can't handle that dry cleaning bill. So welcome on back. We've got some stuff we've got to do. We've got to expand our kingdom a little bit, and I don't know the most efficient way to do this. These guys are super hungry right now, from what I understand. Taking a look at some of their facial expressions, it appears to me as though some of them have gone without for a little while, and that's not okay. So we'll deal with that in just a moment. I got a Q-berry on this side. This silo only has two. Okay. I got to get myself reacquainted with what's going on at the moment because, frankly, it's been a little while since I played last. So we got our mint mango right here. I needed to plant this. And not only did I need to plant it, I needed to plant it very badly. What's growing inside of here? Those little beets? That's right. Okay, so we got beets growing inside of there. This looks like it's growing mint mangoes already, so I appear to have planted them. Alright then, I had no idea that I planted those already. So at some point during our playthrough, I planted a bunch of mangoes around. And it seems to be working out pretty well right about now. We got a whole bunch of Q-berries in here. I'm just going to harvest what I can harvest. If I can get rid of some of the stuff we have available, I will feel better about it. How come some of this stuff hasn't fruited yet? I was so looking forward to the fruiting of my crops. The fruiting of the crops. I don't think that sounds very sophisticated. Ooh, got more Q-berries over here, though. Nope, don't need the chicken right now. I'll deal with the chicken in a little bit. But at the moment, now is not the time to grasp the chicken, suck the chicken, use the chicken in any way that you can see possible. I only got, like... That scared me for a second. I thought there was a tar in the middle of my territory. You can tell it's early in the morning right now. I got woken up by a phone call super early this morning. And so I've got that weird thing going on where I keep catching myself sitting there just, like, staring at things. Like, my eyes are all squinty, and I stare at things. That's it. Oh man, my mangoes. The mangoes do look pretty delicious. So what's up, guys? Are you feeling alright in here? You guys haven't done any plorts yet? I feel like you should. I'm heavily leaning towards you doing plorts. I think these guys down here liked the Q-berries. No, that's not what I wanted. Give me those back. Ugh, balls. That's the worst. That is not what I wanted to happen. The mangoes were for somebody, but I don't remember who. I think the mangoes are for the puddle slime or the boom slime, but I gotta take a look at my Slimeopedia before I'll know for sure. Slime's here. The honey slime, he likes the fruit mangoes, and the boom slime's like briar hens. I don't think I've seen any briar hens around. That's a... Pretty sure that's an object that I have not seen, so deployment of the boom slimes might be a little bit iffy until I figure out where some of this stuff goes. These guys just like fruit, so you know what? I'm just gonna load it up for right now. Unfortunately, my inventory is full, so there's not a whole lot I can do about it. What's the puddle slime like? Puddle slime. He eats water. They live in fresh water at pools found on the range. They don't eat fruits, veggies, or meats. Instead, they absorb water into their bodies when they sit on the surface of a pool. Puddle slimes need fresh water to survive and will quickly evaporate if left on any other surface for too long. Okay, so it appears as though we picked up some kind of rare type of slime. I don't know how rare he is, but it appears to me as though... Oh, look at you guys climbing out of the pen right now. I sent them to the pen, but they keep coming back. They just cannot be reformed. Alright, slimes, get in here. What do they like to eat? Were they the mango ones? They were the mango ones, weren't they? I screwed this up already. Damn. Can they eat other fruits? Like if I... Okay, so they'll eat any fruit, so that's a little bit better. I gotta put a roof on this thing, too. Because somehow, miraculously, these little guys have hops. You gotta put them on your basketball team. Either that or in your brewery, one or the other. So, I think I needed a pond in order to make the puddle slime, right? I mean, I can either absorb some stuff right here. I don't know if this is for this, like, can I put walls up around it? Like, he's just gonna leave, isn't he? So my guess is that this allows me to absorb water, but he's just gonna wander off unless he's tied to the pool. He's going ow when I... Oh, he poops. Oh, that's pretty sweet. Here, take that over there. He has watery poops. We gotta help him out with his life. I mean, he seems to like it. I don't know if he'll just drink water straight out of the pond or if I'm dreaming here. Like you dream, Colonel. But, yep, that was a Patriot reference. That was a Patriot reference. That actually remains my all-time favorite soundtrack to a movie. Like the theme song where the bum 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 bum, and the little like flutes are like. I like that song. I get into it. It's slightly embarrassing, but I really, really, really like it. Hopefully, this little chief over here does not decide to leave me. Where'd he go? No, Puddle Slime! Did he evaporate? Where'd he go? Puddle Slime? Oh, I think he evaporated or something. Man! How you gonna... That is a frustration for me. That makes me sad. Well, fine then. I didn't want to hang out. Oh, it costs you money to delete, too. Yikes, that could get expensive fast. At least I got one stack of puddle poop before we left, so I got that going for me. I wonder what these sell for. What does a puddle plort sell for? Puddle plorts, what do you sell for? They sell for 61? Holy shit. Alright, puddle plort, get me paid. I will more than likely... God, what do I even want to do right now? I'm going to fire my water off in every direction. Maybe he died from horrible bleeding because I wouldn't stop shooting him with water. That also seems possible to me. That was a lot more satisfying than I expected it to be. It kind of reminded me of that gun from Smash TV. What is this chicken doing over here? Here, you, Roostro. Come with me because I think I'm lacking... Man, there are a lot of roosters over here. I might have to feed some roosters to these things. Alright, get in here. Everybody in. We only need a couple of hens and a couple other... There we go, that's perfect. And then on this side, I'll probably soak up... Is that an elderly one right there? I think that's an elderly one. That should leave us... We got another chicken right there, too. So I'm going to go into the kitty pen. Let's go ahead and distribute chickens among the kitty pens. I had to take a brief pause right there because I think I had like a chunk of mini wheat stuck in my throat. I don't know. You ever notice that when you eat mini wheats for the rest of the day, you'll randomly have like one tiny little shred of mini wheat in your mouth no matter what you do? It's an odd cereal like that. I always feel like it's invaded my mouth and it won't leave now. It's like once it's in there, it's like, well, I might as well stay. I mean, we're friends, right? I mean, we hang out. Wow, we have so many tabby plorts. That pleases me to great extents because, frankly, I'm kind of broke right now and I could use a little bit more cash. Are these kitties still upset because they should have all gotten to eat? I don't really have a whole lot more resources to feed them. I mean, I guess I could take a couple of these roosters, maybe. Like, if I put that chicken in there, maybe somebody will eat it. I'm going to keep an eye on it real fast, but I'm going to take one more roostero. Yep, there it is. We'll throw that one. It's amazing that we've come up with some kind of immaterial wall that we can go through, but nothing else can. Has anybody else noticed that about this playthrough? This is a magnificent piece of technology if we invented this. Like, we are the physicist. Like, we're the guy. We're the dude right now on campus. Those guys always... I was always frustrated with those guys, making me look bad. Because when you go to college, you realize just how average you actually are. Like, in high school, you might be, like, ahead of the curve, and you might think you're smarter than a lot of people. And then you get to college, and all of a sudden, you're, like, in a place where a huge majority of the people are, like, smarter than you. And it was overwhelming for me at first. I was like, man, this sucks. These people are, like, way ahead of me in a lot of different ways. And I don't even have, like, the vaguest life skills to keep up. Like, I don't know how to deal with this right now. Like, you would have people where you get a super complicated programming assignment, and there would be people that would just, like, brainstorm their way through it, like, 5 minutes after class. Meanwhile, I was sitting there, like, 7 days a week, banging my head against it, not able to figure it out. Crazy stuff. Crazy, crazy stuff. Tabby plorts, let me feed you into my shit chute of cash dispensation. God, I am, like, actively fighting right now to keep myself from just, like, staring at a wall and just being like, "Miguel, welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Don't really have much to talk about right now, but, you know, I should probably get a couple more of these little guys." I'm thinking pretty strongly that we might be able to make some cash over here if I could get this to... I wanted to start breeding them in the next couple days, like making us some plort porn or something. I'm not really totally sure what that entails, but I'm going to start mixing the breeds, basically, and seeing if I can make a little bit more cash. Like, we're making a lot of money right now. Don't get me wrong. we are flush with cash. Like, we're not having any problems as far as coinage is going. However, it's never a bad idea to have more. I mean, just saying. All I want is more. We stayed up all night plort farming. I feel kind of guilty right now. That would suck. I hate staying up all night. It's one of my least favorite things. Oh, look at that. Phosphor plorts are down. That's disappointing. Alright, since phosphor plorts are down, let me spray these in here. I'm going to hold on to them for a little bit until I can get paid a little bit more. I'm not trying to sell at a loss right now. That doesn't seem like a good idea to me. On this side, though, we needed to pick up some of these beets. There we go. So we got like 3 heartbeats, apparently. A bunch of these mangoes for the honey slimes would be great, too. I think I only have one of these trees, though. Farming space is actually kind of limited right now as far as the game is concerned. We got a whole bunch of Q-berries right there. That's going to be pomegranates. We actually kind of don't need the pomegranates because they grow on the trees around here. And so my thought is we should be able to get like a passing amount of them without having to try too hard. Let's go ahead and grow something else for a minute. We need vegetables too, but I'll come back and get that in just a moment because I might just sell the phosphor plorts right now and say to hell with it. Or, you know, if not to hell with it, then, I don't know, to Oxnard with it or something. Let's go ahead and take that. I always wonder if there's that guy that's like really into Oxnard. He's like, I don't understand. Oxnard is my favorite place in the whole world. Gets all upset when people talk about Oxnard. You don't know where it is. Place in SoCal. And there we go. The running joke is that Oxnard is like the worst place on earth. It's a California joke. It might be a joke that only I participate in. I'm not really too sure. Got a lot of pomegranates over here. Here, you guys take those. Up all night, feeding things all day. Getting your plorts, it's super great. Pay me money. I pride myself on being one of the most heavy metal establishments in all of plort farming. Yeah, sure. Why not? Here, let me farm up all these real quick. We'll suck them off all the trees, too. You must really, really, really like pomegranates. Like, calm down. That's not what I said. But it kind of sounded like it, though, so I figured I'd go all in. Figured I'd be that friend today. Man, that is a shit ton of carrots. I don't know who likes carrots that much, but it's definitely not me. That is a ton of carrots. That is a large volume. That is an amount of carrots that I don't think anybody truly needs. I guess there might be a horse around somewhere that would argue with me. Hey, stop dumping your fruit on the ground. Give it straight to me. What we need is we need a convoluted system of, like, Goldberg machines that just drive everything to our base. So you've got, like, these chutes and you've got, like, ladders. And then also you've got little cannons and, like, random little devices that allow all the stuff to get to our base. And it's all overly complicated and reliant on gears. That's half the fun. It'd make my life easier, though. God, we're going to spend most of our time today just doing upkeep. I can tell already. So we got plenty of food in there. They should be spitting out plorts pretty frequently. These guys are going to need more veggies, so let me go ahead and feed them up real quick. I'm actually just going to drop all this in here because they seem to do a pretty good job of eating it anyways. Now that we've got enough cash, we got to figure out something to do with the... Oh, no, we've got the honey slimes already situated. Let's go back over. I don't think I fed them, though, so they're probably in a pretty bad mood right about now. There we go. And I'm just going to feed them anything that I have available just because I don't feel like sitting on it. That looks pretty perfect to me. I love the fact that these plorts don't try to murder me. That's my favorite thing about these little plorts right here. Also, their little eating faces where they have their stuffed little cheeks. Pretty adorable. Animals with little stuffy cheeks are pretty awesome. All things considered. Honey slimes, let me spit you on back out. I got them from the honey jungle. The honey jungle sounds like one of the most offensive terms ever. Like, it sounds like one of those things that if you accidentally said it in front of your grandma, you were definitely going to get hit. Like, 100%. Maybe my grandma's just more hardcore than other people's grandmas, though. So, honey slime, down 62. Okay, so the honey slimes are not necessarily super... I mean, they're really, really valuable. It's just the market's down right now. I don't know if I want to go for it. You know what? They're going to be producing more plorts. I just want to have a big stack of cash so I can sit there and count it and sort it and just be like, look at all of my money. I forgot that I had a jetpack. I appear to have some kind of like spray thing with my middle click, but I don't know what it does. For a while I thought that it was the repellent. The thing that, like, in the description we bought it like a couple episodes ago with our skill points. It allows us to do a bunch of, like, we got an incinerator. I don't know if I need an incinerator right now. I'll probably go for another corral. And then we want to build this one with high walls. We want to put an air net in. We also want to purchase the music box for once. It plays a soothing tune that makes the slimes less agitated. Since these slimes are predisposed to explosive behavior, it might be a smart idea to just take care of them in here and hope for no rebellion. And then I'll probably go with a solar shield isn't really necessary. That one's looking like it's upgraded enough. Does this go anywhere over here? Like, can I do anything? It looks like later on this is going to expand even further because there's definitely like a doorway right here. I need more space. I need more space badly. I don't think 3 plots is going to be enough for me to get... Wow, they are going at it right now. Huh. I'm going to leave them alone for a minute. I'm going to leave them alone. On the plus side, we don't have any tar problems, which is always a big deal to me. I love not having tar problems. I'll probably upgrade this silo a couple more times, too, while we wait for other good stuff to happen. So did our plort sucker grab all those plorts? Yes, it did. Let's get paid. You see how he picked up a carrot right there while he was rolling on by? That was impressive. I like that about him. He's a go-getter. He's able to go and grab it by himself, and he's able to do it with a little bit of aplomb at the same time. I like it. Additional storage. And additional storage. So we'll go ahead and get that going. We got 4 silos now. We should be able to store a lot of our goods. We should be able to put our surplus in there just in case things get too rowdy. It looks like rock plorts are up right now. So we're going to go ahead and take a little bit of cash for those. Not paying quite so well as it did back in the day, but still making a bit of money. I'd like to get some more puddle slimes, but I don't know exactly how to help them here. Like, we built him the pond, but then he still managed to die on us. I think it might be time for us to go back and have a look at the jungle and see if there's anything else over there. We've been having some major issues, though, with the tar in that area. I need more chicken coops, too. My chicken coops are not producing enough food for me. I didn't really want to suck those out of there right now, but sure, why not? I can't put them back in either. Once they're out of the bag, they can't go back in or out of the cylinder. I don't know, you gotta get your you gotta get your shapes proper. Alright, so we got enough cash to sit on for a bit. I love the fact that there's a teleporter, though. That's pretty sweet, and it makes my life a lot easier. I'm starting to think we might be at the end of the content for the game, but as far as that goes, I got like 7 hours of entertainment out of it off a game that's not even like in early access yet. It's in pre-release, so it seemed like a pretty good deal to me. I'm actually going to run around and gather chickens for a bit. I'm thinking chickens are looking like the thing that I want to have from here till the future. So if I can get like a big stack of chickens, that'll make my life way, way, way easier. Now, I don't know exactly. There are other slimes around. So there's like there's a fairy slime that's off that way. I think it's inside of like a little cave. If you jump over one of these, what the hell was that? Something just made like a plunk noise. I don't like being plunked. I spend a lot of my time trying to avoid being plunked against my will. And sometimes it's unavoidable. Sometimes you just get plunked and it is what it is. But sometimes you can just stay out of the way. You do like some juking. You do like a barrel roll or something. And then you avoid a rowdy-ass plunking. Grab some of these chickens. No, you ate the chicken, you little bastard. So the pink ones will eat anything. I got a chickadee right here. I don't think I need the roostros. Absolutely don't need the pink slimes. Those guys are utterly worthless to me right now. What's up here? Anything good? I don't see anything that looks even remotely entertaining, so I'm going to try and... Maybe there's a clipping plane right here. I'm going to wait till my energy recharges. We're going to try and go up and over this wall. Oh, there we go. We broke the game finally. I want to go in there, but I don't know if it's available yet or if it's like a thing that you can even accomplish. There's no clipping planes in the game right now, so like you can basically force your way into any zone that you want without like using slime keys or anything else. It's pretty damn awesome. It's the sort of thing that I really, really enjoy. What is that over there? And why are there like random trees on top of stuff? Maybe I'll just explore this way, like staying on top of the walls. So we got a bunch more chickens down there, and I do need them. Or maybe I just missed... Oh, look at that! We're not at the end of the content. There's more stuff that way. Interesting how I just like missed an area on accident because I didn't look around with my jetpack. Definitely the best way to explore. What I would recommend is you should get up on the walls of the map and you should explore that way. Because sometimes it's not super obvious that there are little paths like this one right here. When you're down like, oh my god, I thought he was going to catch me in his mouth. It looked kind of terrifying. I got nervous for a second. He was staring up at me as I was falling downwards with gravity on my side. You know how nationwide is on your side? Well, gravity was on my side. Gravity is on your knee. There we go. Oh, that sounds a little bit patronizing to gravity. Letting it bounce around on my knee. We should have maybe enough chickens right now. I don't know. Tough call. Really, really tough call. The boom slimes are going to need to be fed before we do anything else. I'm going to go back out to the jungle before we check anything. In the next episode, we'll go check out the new content. In the jungle, my intent here is to track down more chickens, and then if we can get some more puddle slimes, I'd like to play around with them a little bit more and see if we can figure out the optimal environment to leave them in so that they aren't despawning. Because their plorts are worth utterly absurd amounts of money. And absurd amounts of money, that's one of the things that I get excited about. So I figure we'll give it a go. Down the slime chute. It doesn't actually shoot slimes. I know that my description gives that impression, but it actually doth not. Not to be confused with Dothraki. We got a whole bunch of hens over here. I'm going to take them before stupid cat takes them. Cat is definitely going to try and steal these chickens. There needs to be a chicken slime, and it should eat the cat slimes back. That's actually one thing that we've seen is like, what if there was a type of slime that was carnivorous and also cannibalistic, so he'll eat other slimes? Like basically you had to feed him pink slimes, and then as they get more and more complicated and more powerful, you got to keep harvesting better and better slimes in order to feed him. Just an idea that I had along the way. Just an idea. I'm sure it's already in the works. Greater minds than mine are already working on this title. The fact that he's produced this game means that he's got a greater mind than me, because I can't program worth a damn. Jetpack, why are you so weird? Why do you do this to me, Jetpack? I'm trying to gather up some honey hens right now, or... God, if you put honey in front of, like, any word, it starts to sound really offensive, doesn't it? Or at least it always sounds like a sexual euphemism. Oh, you can get up this way? Well, I'm gonna get up this way then. Because you gotta get up to get down. At least that's what the Backstreet Boys taught me, I think. Was it the Backstreet Boys? I don't know, but somebody taught me. I don't know who it was. Ah, damn it, the tar's back. You know, I don't really care that much. I think I'm okay with it. I'm gonna let the tar spread for a bit because I'm leaving the area anyways. Oh, man. We got murder slimes in our way. And I don't want to deal with them right now. Murder slimes, please leave me alone. I don't care that you don't have a home. Don't explode on me and you won't get boned. Please go away, nasty slimy thing. It's a honey largo. Yeah, it's just you put honey in front of anything, and it sounds like a term that a pimp would use. Looks like I can get up there. Let's have a look around here. There's a crate. Had a chicken in it along with some beets. Where does this go? Is that the way that I came from? I don't think this is the way I came from, but we're going to take a look anyways. A giant feline honey slime. I wanted to get that aqua slime back, but it doesn't look like there's any of them around right now. Which is a disappointing factor for me. A honey boom largo. Can't suffocate, can you? God, I hope not. There's a pond slime. Or a puddle slime, or whatever you want to call them. A pink honey larga. I think they're actually really, really rare. I don't think they spawn at the same rate as all the other ones. It did say in the description that they're rare, so... who knows? I might have enough chickens to feed that mega largo on the other map. Not totally sure. Although at the moment, my principal concern is looking out for... oh, look at that. I'm gonna get rid of that. And if I could pick up some boom plorts, I think that'd make me happy. I haven't really figured out the recipe for happiness in life just yet, but I'm pretty sure it involves boom plorts. So can the tar kill the largos? Oh, it can. I don't know if he's getting bigger or not, but it kind of feels like he is. Alright, I'm gonna go for the teleporter. I think we got enough chickens right now. I gotta feed all my random individuals back at base, but I did want to say thank you for stopping on by. This game has been a lot of fun, and I enjoy the fact that you're all stopping on by and seem to be enjoying the series quite a lot. I will see you all in future episodes of Slime Rancher. Hi to everybody, and I'll see you there.